people may think that this video is AI. But you know what? Don't watch the video in a hurry. Just calm yourself down and watch the video. Yes, because I believe this video will give a lot of people heart attack after watching the video. Based on what is going on around the Nigeria, please don't miss this video for anything. Just sit and see why this video remain the best video that will come across this week. Please, let's watch the video and see what it has for us. Let's watch.
My name is Mark Faust of Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm making an appeal to you, President Tinubu. Free Nnamdi Kanu, because you have nothing to gain by keeping him. I know President Trump. I've written a book about President Trump. And again, you have nothing to gain by hurting or keeping this man in jail, and everything to lose. I appeal to you, for your own benefit, please release Mazi. Evans?
My name is Evans Wongpo. I am the president of Ambassador for Self-Determination.
Have you people seen a 1 million march before? Have you seen where 1 million people march for a cause they believe in? You never see, and you will never know the impact. But if I must tell you this, 1 million march in any part of the world, will attract a global attention without lobbying, global attention. And it shouldn't even stop there. I should believe that at this point in time, any lover of freedom should actually have free Nnamdi Kanu with his picture if you're a true Igbo man. I am telling you.
By the end of this video, you will understand why this video remains the most controversial video that will come across this very week. So please, the next part of this video is where the whole thing becomes more interesting. So please, I'm urging you to just sit well, comport yourself. Let's see why this video remains number one. Don't miss this video for anything. Let's continue.
To my brothers and sisters in Biafra, you must know there is so much work going on in the United States of America and around the world with literally of
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been one that's consumed my thinking, because we are people that hate injustice. And what really, Mark, the thing that amazes me the most is the wickedness in humans. When you see these jihadists beheading innocent people, how can a human being...
All of America is seeing it.
Yeah, how can a human
It's not being hidden.
Slaughter an innocent human being that
Amen.
Done absolutely nothing to you? It is unfathomable to me, my brother. And the only person that spoke up about this Christian genocide early back in 2009 was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He's the one that has the courage and the conviction to speak up against this atrocity, and for that, his reward, life sentence.
In solitary confinement, breaking international laws left and right. Nothing about his capture, kidnapping, with the killing of many, and the beguilement of Mazi to bring him into another country out of Britain, where he is a citizen and has the rights of a British citizen. All of that was illegal from the beginning to the current and to whatever end it may be, unless he is freed. He must be freed. Behind us is a courthouse, and on it, it says that we are governed by laws, not men. And the laws of justice you refer to, Evans, are being violated in regards to Mazi. He must be freed. There will not be any harm in freeing him. To you, Mr. President, we appeal to you. Please release him now. We will take care of everything from there.
I've been a strong advocate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I've said for many years that every evil has an expiration date.
Yeah.
Every lie also expires. You know one thing that does never expire? is the truth.
Truth.
The truth will never expire. You can cover it up for months or even for years, but the truth will eventually manifest. And that's what's happening with Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria can buy lobbyists for $9 million in Washington to lobby every lawmaker.
We all know about it.
But these lawmakers, they are men of God. They are not going to succumb. They are not going to succumb to your bribery and your money.
Amen.
They will listen for the truth. If they don't get it today, they will get it tomorrow. The truth will never die. And that's what's going to free Nnamdi Kanu.
Amen. Amen. That is our prayer and that is our appeal. And you're an authority, Mr. President. Make it happen. To my brothers and sisters in Biafra, you must know there is so much work going on in the United States of America and around the world with literally, of the people I know, hundreds of people, just myself, reaching out to my fellow parishioner in my home church of St. Gertrude, J.D. Vance, the vice president, to all the many hundreds of people reaching out to so many people. You must know this $9 million that has been wasted on lobbying efforts in D.C. is going to be worthless because it's not having an effect. The word has gotten out. People know that Mazi is innocent. People know about the abhorrent genocidal type efforts that are happening to you in Biafra. And I promise you, good things are happening and about to unfold. Evans?
Well, my brother, I tell you, they may have the money, but we've got the truth.
Amen.
And truth will trump money every day.
Amen.
What's happening to Nnamdi Kanu is atrocious. And there is no amount of money, there's no amount of lobbying that is going to hide the truth. We are working feverishly every day, walking the halls of the Congress, making sure that every lie they tell is counteracted by the truth. And the people are listening because the truth is usually clear. If you can't believe someone because they've told you a lie, how can you believe anything else that comes out of them? Remember, this whole idea of Christian genocide was something that is non-existent. This current government covered it up. 3 weeks ago, they covered it up. 2 months ago, they're lying about it. If they lie about that, they're lying about everything else. You cannot believe whatever you've heard regarding this innocent man languishing in jail. He needs to be out. He doesn't belong there. And the truth, and only that, will set all of us free, including Nnamdi Kanu himself. We will not relent. We will not relent.
Amen.
We will not relent.
Amen.
Whatever it takes.
And no, the proof, you saw the proof in both the truth sent out by the President of the United States and what happened on December 25th. And people all over America. Just an hour ago, I held hands with friends down the street and we prayed. And you continue to pray as well, because with prayer and the truth, nothing will stop justice from being done.
Amen.
Global attention without lobbying. Global attention. And it shouldn't even stop there. I should believe that at this point in time, any lover of freedom should actually have free Nnamdi Kanu with his picture. If you're a true Igbo man, I am telling you, with his picture in all your social media profiles, and you think it doesn't make sense, it actually makes sense. I want you to know that globally, when people challenge the reality of corrupt bad governance in any way, they are actually tagged as terrorists and they are charged with treason. Same thing with what happens to Madiba. But what liberated Madiba? What liberated Madiba was the fact that people that believe in his cause and his ideology actually stood till he was released. But I don't want the Igbo people to go this way, to actually look at the fact that he needs to stay this long. But let's look at it. Shey Igbohu was pardoned recently. Igbohu was pardoned recently, Abi. And the Gumi are actually advocate of negotiation with bandits like Bello, Turji, and whatever, and the rest of it. And you motherfuckers are sitting down. And if you tell me what is the excuse here, there is no excuse. The Igbos have all the capability. 1 billionaire that is not even a politician, I am telling you, can feed the whole of the Igbo land for 1 million match. 1 billionaire can feed the whole of Igbo land in the spirit of 1 million match. But you will never do that. You will think that the politicians are actually trying to ensure a situation where there's dialogue or whatever, whatever it is. The fact is, what Nnamdi Kanu stood for was something that would deprive these politicians of their power. To actually be actually sitting down and actually be capitalizing on the ignorance of the people. So if you think that there's something in the pipeline, nothing is going to come out of these politicians. And what am I telling you? Am I calling for anarchy? I'm not calling for anarchy. But the fact is, you people have all the resources. Test this, put this to test. Have a 1 million match and see if Al Jazeera, CNN, BBC, every other will not be interested in this without lobbying. But if you think that there's an easy way out of this, the next thing is when I talk now, one lawmaker will tell you, say, no, come out. The federal government get plan to kill you. But the fact is, everybody is dying gradually. Not just the Igbos, everybody is dying gradually in Nigeria as a result of incompetent governance and lack of rule of law and due process. Everybody is fucking dying in that country gradually, one at a time. Because when you make it all of a sudden, people go talk. But when it's gradual, the way it is, 170 people buy a bee, the next thing is a lot of funny things. So if you like, put business over everything. But the fact is, I would like a situation where when you sit down to tell your children a story one day, you should be able to say that there's one man, Nnamdi Kanu, that have noticed that this country was not going anywhere. And the fact that everybody is dying gradually and he took a stand. And we defended him. And at the end of the day, that is why you are what you are today. Every other country in the world have this kind of stories. Every other country in the world have this kind of stories. But it will never be a story. You foolish and docile individuals like you sit down and say that there's going to be a political solution to all these things. You're interested in the camping, defection, or whatever, business, or what. I wish you well. But the fact is, think what I need to tell you there. It will be a shame for the goat to catch a thief. Abi, that is what they say. And that is what is actually waiting for you people. You make a no talk bunch of motherfuckers again. But in my mind, I feel like saying bunch of motherfuckers. And the fact is, let's look at it. You people are unified in one language. What is your population in the globe? What is your population in even Nigeria? That a 1 million match, 1 million peaceful match is not attainable. Do you know the impact of that? Do you know that what that will say to the globe? But as long as this lobbying, whether Christian or no Christian, genocide or whatever, at the end of the day, it doesn't actually establish your cause. It will never in any way. But if you feel you want to play safe, well, Simon is just here making noise. The next thing is they will say, when we come out the last time they kill us, you are pushing us to where they will kill us. We believe in peaceful dialogue. What I'm fucking telling you, motherfuckers, is peaceful protest is also a peaceful way of going about doing things. Peaceful protest is also enshrined in the Constitution. And the fact is, it has a global magnitude of actually changing the story and narrating to the world your plight of what is going on. And it brings down to, in short, you will set the precedence to the world and even to Nigerians what peaceful protest, just like Mahatma Gandhi at a point in time did, that this is what it means to have a peaceful protest that is productive, that changes the narrative. That is the power you people command, and you.
Now that you have seen the full clips of this video, what did you see? Is this not a wake-up development? You see, we have been advocating for the release of Nnamdi Kanu for a decade now, and the Nigeria government have busy chasing shadows. Now the truth is everywhere. How are they going to escape the wrath of America? It's very unfortunate. A lot of other tribes, the north, the west, and even the south, the so-called south, have committed a lot of numerous atrocities, not to compare as Nnamdi Kanu, and yet they are not after them. It's only an innocent man that suffers an injustice. Imagine if somebody like Asere Dokubo, Atakitom, Tompolo have no make Nigeria ungovernable, and yet Nigeria government honor them. Somebody like Sunday Igbohu, the same freedom fighter, arrested by the same APC government and suddenly released and pardoned, and never to think about the evil that he committed. You see, somebody like Egumi, the terrorist sympathizer, this terrorist spokesperson, are working freely, and the Nigeria government is not after him. Then why do you think that this country called Nigeria is a one Nigeria? This country called Nigeria is never meant to be a one Nigeria, and it can never be one. Not on this 21st century. It can never happen. Yes, I know it may be surprise to you, but what is coming to Nigeria, most of you don't see it coming. No matter the game that Nigeria keep playing, they will keep playing the game, and end of the day, they will get tired of it. APC government will come and go. Another party will still come and go. The Nigeria will never gain any solution. The only solution that left in this country called Nigeria is just total disintegration, because the Britain who formed this entity called Nigeria formed this entity for their own selfish interests. It's not for the benefit of any common man. Yes, and that is the main reason why we are advocating for the total disintegration of this country, because it's only that peace will reign forever in this geographic area called Nigeria. So my people, share this video. If you love what we do here in this Global Love Channel TV, please don't hesitate to touch and have a subscribe button, like and turn on the notification bell, so that whenever we upload a new video like this, you'll be the first person to be notified. And in doing that, you are encouraging us to do more, because togetherness, we shall save life together. Till next time, see you in my next video. Bye for now.